This is going to be Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. All right. Don't forget to hit the like button. Sometimes I'm very delayed on the zodiac signs. So if I try to force myself and at least do the water signs, all the elements, maybe in one video, let's see how that goes. So I will timestamp this. We're going to start off with Pisces, then we're going to go to Cancer and then Scorpio. This is going to be the energy for next week. I'm just going to use straight tarot. All right. So don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to let me know what you think. Share the video, like the video, subscribe, etc. All right, what did I say we are going to start with? Pisces. All right, Pisces, what's next week looking like for you? What's next week looking like for you guys, the Pisces? What can the Pisces expect next week? As I said, these are going to be timestamp, Pisces, and then Cancer, and then Scorpio. We're going to see if you guys like these better than the individual ones. All right, Pisces, what can the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus expect next week? What's the energy coming towards the Pisces? All right, you got the Nine of Wands. Uh-oh, Ten of Wands. Okay. Oh, the Fool. I like that. Okay. Some of you guys may feel like you're struggling. Queen of Wands, this could be, there may be something around a Aquarius or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Rashida, hey girl. I've been thinking about you. I thought about you yesterday. I'm like, I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope all is well. Thank you for being here. All right, so you have some kind of forward movement in a situation. Okay, Queen of Wands, King of Wands. All right, this could definitely be love. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I have Aquarius. But if it's not love, this could be a situation where you could have been finding like some kind of hard and burdensome times. Maybe you feel like you're struggling, a lot is on your plate. I feel like next week you're going to feel like some kind of relief. Okay, some kind of release, like not heavy. You're not going to feel as heavy. Yeah, some of you guys were going through a lot of anxiety. All right, I'm feeling like you're struggling, or if it's not one thing, it's the next. I feel like, yeah, you're moving out of that energy, and there's going to be something like, do you know what this feels like? Almost like if you're paying off a debt, right? Something that's been weighing heavy. All right. I feel like you're going to be in a very much more action mode. There's also something here about your intuition. Some of you guys may be like in healthcare or something like that. Let's see. Knight of Swords, Justice, Ten of Pentacles. You can be making things work out in a family dynamic. All right, there's some kind of balancing out of energies here. Some of you guys could have been having like this arguments or disputes with a mother figure. This could be a brother or a sister, whoever the case this is. Emperor, Three of Swords, and the King of Cups. Some heavy Aries here. Tell me, what is this? Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be moving on towards a new opportunity when it comes to work. Again, I see you in a very great energy, very peaceful, almost like choosing to be at some kind of balance. I don't know if there was someone here that was really, you were going through some kind of argument with or heavy energy. I feel like that situation may balance out for you. So let me put this light on because I feel like I'm dark. Okay. So in other words, let's just say that you're arguing with a mother or a sibling or whoever this is. Um, it's almost like I'm going to get over it, even if this person doesn't get over it. Like you're choosing your happiness because I see you in a very great energy, but then there's someone here that's heartbroken, or there's someone here that's not in a great energy. And it feels like the masculine in the situation. You can definitely be holding back from this person. You could also be receiving like some kind of communication on a big opportunity that has to do with finances. Like this could be a lump sum of money with the Judgment. It could be a legal situation, Chariot, that's going to move to a lot of success. Some of you guys, this could be like literally getting finally your taxes that were owed to you or something like that. And I feel like this could also, some of you guys may be feeling like maybe you need to move, or there's like big plans coming up next week that's going to be resolved. Something that was weighing heavy on you. Death. Yeah, there's a transformation around this. Some of you guys could have felt blockages when it came to finances. I feel like finances are going to take a very significant turn next week. And it's all coming from some kind of action that you're taking. You're taking some kind of forward movement, like you're putting like you there's a light under your ass now at this point. Okay, that's going to bring something into balance for you. Again, finances could be a new job. This could be maybe you guys are like, okay, I need to buy a new car. It's going to happen. It's happening for you. Some of you guys were very stressed over the situation. You've probably felt like you were having blockages. Okay, things weren't moving forward. All right, Eight of Wands here. So because I see somebody else's energy here, for some of you, if you're not talking to somebody, this is you it's almost like you're refocusing your energy on what you need to focus on, which is your finances, which is your job, your career. Somebody here could have been some kind of energetic block to you at some point. Or maybe you were just so consumed with the issues with whoever this person is showing up. Who is this person? The Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, and the King of Swords. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be someone that you are married to. Maybe, again, if you're married, legally married, or living with this person, or this could definitely be a relationship. You and this person are a little bit at odds. Anything coming up about this person? The Tower, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Some of you guys may be going through a lot of confusion with your partner. Okay, and I feel that little by little, the Moon, Six of Pentacles. What's that about? Six of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Lovers. You know what this feels like? If this is your story, I feel like you're just focused on yourself. You're trying to really cut out someone's bullshit, and this is what's opening up these opportunities for you because finances are going to look really good. All right, finances are going to be really good, but I do see you holding back from someone specific. It feels like a love situation. You and a family member can definitely be reconciling a friend, but it doesn't feel like this person, this love situation. Some of you guys feel like this situation here is somebody's holding a secret from you, but I don't see you being focused on that. Maybe all your energy before was focused on the drama, focused on the issue. And now it's like, it's not like you're turning your back, but you're redirecting your focus. Does that make sense? What else for the Pisces? What else for the Pisces when it comes to next week? What else for the Pisces? It makes sense. Thank you. Okay. What else for the Pisces next week? Five of Cups came out cross. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Some of you guys are little by little getting over a situation. All right. But the Ace of Cups is here. It does feel like love. Next week for the Pisces. Nine of Cups in reverse. You could feel like someone is very selfish. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody that you're married to, you have a commitment with. Yeah, Four of Wands, Five of Cups, Page of Wands. It's, yeah, Five of Swords. You feel like someone is a block to you. Chariot, Queen of Swords. You're being cold towards this person. Same energy, Temperance. And I feel like, again, you're focusing on yourself. I don't quite see a breakup. This doesn't feel like that. It just feels like, you know what? I'm going to give this person space. I'm going to give this person time. Oh, Revealing Rose. Hey, welcome. Thank you for being here. All right, King of Swords. Again, it feels like you and someone are very cold towards another. There is some kind of blockage. Okay, Seven of Swords. You could be avoiding this person. Again, it feels like you're just focusing on yourself. If you feel like when it comes to even your finances, I don't know, this person may not be like a literal blockage, but you could have been the one causing this blockage because you've been focusing so much on someone, the drama, the issues, maybe trying to work something out. It's almost like beating a dead horse, right? And you were letting other areas in your life kind of like dwindle away. You weren't focused on your job, something like that. There was some kind of sabotaging energy. And I feel like next week, or you're coming up on this energy, you're deciding to just kind of turn your back to the situation and let God handle that, like almost like take the wheel. I see a lot of success for you, Pisces, next week. Some of you guys may be getting recognition at work. The Fool, yeah, Page of Pentacles, you could be getting, you know, some kind of recognition here. You can be getting a big opportunity. The Sun, I see you being very happy, but someone else is not happy that you're happy. Tell me about this other person again. Queen of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like this person is really in search for some kind of truth. Things between you, like they want things to move forward. They want forward movement, but the Devil, the Hangman, see there's something that they need to change. And I feel like from you, this is Pisces right now, love. Hey, Jupiter. I'm going Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We're doing Pisces right now. So with this person, something has to change. And I feel like you just, it's almost again beating a dead horse, just trying, trying, trying. And it doesn't feel, as I said, like a breakup, but it's almost like you're taking a step back. You're taking kind of like a back seat, a passenger. Like, let God take the wheel, let them do what they got to do in the situation, because I need to refocus my attention elsewhere. And that's bringing in success for you. That's bringing in the stability. That's bringing in job opportunities, maybe a promotion. Some of you guys will be getting recognized. All right, there's some kind of growth. Some of you guys are climbing up the corporate ladder. And I feel like it's because you're literally avoiding any kind of drama. You want, kind of peace for yourself. Hey, beautiful brown. All right. So that's what this feels like for you next week. It looks like, I mean, the week really is great for you. It's just not so good for someone else. That's what this feels like. And it's because it's misery wants company. That's what this gives me. And you're not giving this person what they want. Tell me about the Nine of Cups reverse. Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Somebody here could literally, and I said that maybe they're not, this person could be very selfish when it comes to finances too. Maybe you feel like this person is some kind of depletion for you, some kind of, it doesn't give me leech, but death. Yeah, Nine of Wands, see, Knight of Swords in the world. Again, same energy. You're just not going to be focused on making amends, trying to make something work. It doesn't feel like a breakup. It just feels like you are kind of like taking a seat back and you're not paying someone any mind. All right. And I feel like, yeah, let's just see. Is there anything else? I feel like there's still another message that was just very like repetitive. I feel like there's another message for you, Pisces. Let me just make sure all my cards are upright. Anything else other than this for the Pisces? Anything else for next week for the Pisces other than this person? Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles. Again, emphasis on the money. Big money coming in, big balancing of your finances coming in. It's almost like the doors, the heavens are opening up for you. God is listening to your prayers. This could be money that maybe you're expecting. This could be a promotion. This is some kind of news. Yeah, Knight of Cups, you're getting some kind of communication regarding a financial situation. For all of you, it's going to be different, right? This could be a legal situation, something you've been waiting on. Damn, Page of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. I'm telling you, money's going to be looking hella good. Temperance. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. You could have been stressed about this situation, this financial situation, or this opportunity. But it's funny, the minute that you emotionally detach on some kind of outcome, it's here. I do want to say God sees your struggle. Some of you guys could have been struggling financially, but that's taking a big turn next week. Two of Wands, Hierophant. You got some kind of elevation because now you have a better sense of direction when it comes to your finances. All right. Maybe love doesn't seem well next week, but definitely your finances will. All right, Pisces. Cancer. You guys hear me? I was getting a call. Sorry. Don't forget to hit the like button. Did you guys hear me? Yes? Thank you. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's coming up for the Cancer for next week? Ace of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Damn, some of you guys may have Cancer in your chart. Okay. I mean, the Pisces may have business similar to Pisces. A new opportunity. Some of you guys are going towards a new job. The Moon. Some of you guys may have Pisces in your chart. That's what I meant. The Four of Wands for the Cancers. What's coming up next week? The Nine of Pentacles. Damn, the Hangman and the Tower. Some kind of unexpected event that's bringing elevation. Okay, again, promotion, new job. Ace of Wands, something that you're very passionate about. Two of Cups, this could be a new partnership. Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, you're receiving communication about this. All right, Two of Pentacles. This is something maybe that was at a standstill, or you were waiting to hear. Like there was some kind of insecurity here, and boom, Chariot and the Tower. Okay, this is like some kind of unexpected forward movement. There's a shift here. Five of Cups. Yeah, you could have been Page of Pentacles. This is something you were waiting for. Eight of Swords. Some of you guys felt some kind of restriction. Ten of Wands. Same energy as Pisces. That's so weird. Something may have to do here with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. What is this Tower and the King of Wands? Queen of Swords, the Sun, and the Six of Swords. Temperance, Three of Cups. You could be reconciling with someone. This heavy Aries energy. Okay, a divine masculine. This could be a father figure too. This could be like your father. You could be reconciling with someone here. For some of you, you felt like somebody could have been very deceptive. You walked away, okay? But I feel like somebody's definitely rushing, yeah, towards you. They have some kind of chip on their shoulder, okay? They want to talk to you. Yeah, a heavy fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. You got the Queen and King of Wands here, and then you got the Emperor. You could have children with this person. Death. Seven of Wands, Six of Wands. You could have blocked someone out your energy because you felt like they were just full of pride and ego. All right, finances are going to look hella good too. Yeah, there's some kind of big money coming in. You could be getting a payout. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Damn, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. What is this? Where's this coming from? The Nine of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. It's a breakthrough on something that you've been waiting for. This situation was silent. All right. Let's see what else. What else for the Cancer for next week? Anything else? Anything else for Cancer next week? The Magician. Some of you guys are definitely manifesting a lot of money and it's working. Don't forget your cinnamon oil that is available now on Amazon on sale. Okay, that's truth right there. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. The Star, wow. The Seven of Cups. A lot of you guys are manifesting new opportunities. It's almost like the doors are opening up for you. Eight of Pentacles, and this is definitely at work, okay? Some of you guys could have been applying to many positions. You're going to hear about it. Page of Swords next week. Ace of Pentacles is going to be a very big opportunity. You don't see this coming. You don't see some kind of change, but you're getting communication about this. And this is going to definitely require you to take action, all right? Eight of Swords. Some of you guys are stuck maybe in a work situation that you don't want to be in anymore. All right, Two of Pentacles, the Moon. I feel like when this communication comes in, you're not going to know what to do at first. The Moon, King of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Five of Swords, Nine of Wands, and the Chariot. Don't sabotage it, okay? Don't be scared, okay? You are your own enemy pretty much, okay? Don't be scared. Take action towards whatever this is. Of course, use a discernment, right? But Judgment, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. I do see this working out. I do see you need some kind of action here. Two of Wands. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be currently in a work situation where you've invested a lot of time, applied for new positions yesterday. Okay, I'm sure you're gonna hear from one of them, the right one, next week, because I do see here some of you guys could have been investing a lot of time, maybe in a certain position, a certain job. So maybe that's the what if, what if I do this, what if I do that, well, what if I can't leave this, organization, I've been here for 20 years, for 10 years, for 15 years, but something is changing. All right, I see you going for it though. I see you going for it. Now I do see some kind of incoming conversation as well from someone here that wants to balance things out with you, but I do feel like you're going to be a little unsure. You may be working something out with someone as well. Okay, that could be that energy too. It can be both. Nine of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Hermit. I feel like though, if this is your story about you walking away from someone, I feel like this person is coming in, but you're going to be really looking. It's like you're going to be really reanalyzing the situation. You're gonna be like, is this really wish fulfillment? Is this really what I want? It's funny because many of you are manifesting someone to return, even if it's not consciously. But when they do return, you're more in it's almost not outgrown this person, but you're going to be looking like, okay, do I really want this now that they're here? Right? Okay. Anything else for the cancers for next week? Anything else for the cancers next week? Anything else for the cancers next week? The devil, Capricorn energy, Seven of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. You're going to have to make a decision on if you really want change in your life. Yeah, Eight of Cups. It's going to require you to emotionally detach and walk away. Okay, you're really going to have to think very long and hard about this decision. Some of you guys are stuck in a toxic situation or something that you feel is restriction. There's no forward movement. There's no, it's just like it's stagnant. Okay, Two of Cups. This could be a relationship or it could be a partnership. Okay, Empress and the Devil. For some of you, how could I explain this? With the Empress and the Devil, I feel like whatever this situation that I just explained, whether it's love or a current work situation, it's putting you, for some of you, this can be this situation can take you at your character. Um, it's almost change you, but not for the better. Does that make sense? Being attached to the wrong person, there's certain kind of maybe qualities or traits that it's not even you, but it comes out. I don't know if that I don't even know how to explain that. The Devil and the Empress, Six of Pentacles. Some of you guys are accepting some kind of breadcrumbing energy. Doesn't have to be love. This can definitely be again at work. It's like you deserve better. You know who you are and you can get better. But you stay stagnant. Why? Why is the Devil? Four of Wands, Page of Wands, and the King of Swords. What's that about? Nine of Wands. Yeah, Six of Swords and the Temperance. Some of you guys have been waiting like, all right, this situation is going to get better. Okay. Maybe I can change the situation. Five of Swords, but all it is doing is sabotaging um, certain kind of forward movement for you. What I also see is that some of you guys at work need to keep work situations very professional. These are not your friends. Okay. Five of Swords and the Three of Cups. Somebody could definitely be talking very ill about you. Okay. Death. I see I see that you're moving away from conflict. Okay. Some of you guys may have a little drama in your life right now. I see you moving away from that. Okay. And this may be with some kind of breakthrough that you're getting here with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Okay. This could be the new opportunity. Yes. I feel like there's a big opportunity coming in for you to release something and go towards something better. Ace of Wands, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Tower. And I see you're going to be very anxious about it because we're definitely creatures of habit, right? But I feel like you're definitely going to think about it. Some of you guys may end up back in the situation. It's almost like a karmic cycle, right? It's almost like a karmic cycle. It's like hard to leave a place of comfort, if that makes sense. All right, Cancer. Let's go on to Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What can the Scorpios expect next week? What's going on for the Scorpios next week? What's next week looking like for them? You're welcome, my love. Thank you for being here. Tower. Okay, you're first out. Four of Cups. High Priestess. That's Pisces, Virgo energy. King of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. And the Knight of Swords and Death. Ooh, okay. Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, the Judgment, Five of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you guys may be ending a relationship next week. Okay, it's almost like some kind of inevitable ending was just taking its sweet time to come around. Okay. I feel though, even though it's not, how could I explain this? Even though this ending is happening and it's not a nice feeling, Okay. Hey Angela, thank you for being here. Even though it's not a nice feeling, it's almost like you're making peace with this ending. High priestess in the judgment, your intuition, you know this has to end. All right, King of Wands, I feel like you're leaving someone out in the cold. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't have to be. Knight of Swords, Two of Wands, there's a conversation here about this. Okay, Death and the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this could be a marriage ending. All right, now if it's not an if it's not a marriage, you've been committed to you're committed to this person. With the Tower, Seven of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, there was a lot of avoidance in letting this tower fall, but I feel like it's here. Ten of Wands, yeah. The situation is becoming very hard. It's becoming very heavy. All right. King of Cups, yeah, Three of Swords. It is going to be painful, but it's almost a sense of peace here for you. Somebody could be very prideful. See, and it's like at one point you weren't following your intuition, or maybe you were ignoring it. All right. And I see here that you are very much, maybe, I feel like this is you, Scorpio, or it could be the energy flipped, but I feel like you were very much at limbo about ending the situation. So you were kind of trying to avoid a tower moment to see if something would definitely work out. But I feel like it's almost like, this conversation is going to be like one more try, right? One more act of let's try. However, I feel like this conversation is going to tell you everything, if that makes sense. Knight of Cups, Hangman, Ten of Cups. There's a shift in perception on your end when you have this conversation. Okay, you're going to realize that you want more. Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Magician. You want to manifest more than what this person can give you and whatever that means for you. And I feel like you're definitely ready to move on to the new. Okay, now moving on to the new doesn't mean that you're ready to move on to someone else. This is just you moving on to now a new life away from someone. Okay, what else for the Scorpio for next week? What else for the Scorpio for next week? Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. Again, there's some kind of argument here. All right, yeah, the Strength, Leo energy, and the Three of Swords. I feel like, again, an argument that's going to be a bit devastating for you, or, again, it's going to be painful. There's a realization here. Temperance, but it's the same energy. It's almost like you're having an argument with someone, even though it hurts, you're at peace with this. All right, Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles, you're leaving this situation. And yeah, you could have been at a crossroads at one point, but it's almost like I need to pick up my dignity and really just leave the situation. All right. Ace of Pentacles. I could be speaking to someone that's very much spiritual. Okay. It's almost like you're relying on faith. Like, I know whatever's meant for me is going to be for me, even though it's sad, right? Because we're humans. Okay. I feel like this is definitely a family situation with the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're separating yourself. Same energy. You're distancing yourself from someone. And it's almost like the fear here with the moon and the Nine of Swords of not know. It's like almost going towards the unknown. Again, some of you guys could have been in very long-term relationships, right? And we go back to the same conversation of habit, right? This is all I've known for so long. Now what? But it's like Tower. I know I need to move forward. Yeah. I know I need to move forward for some kind of growth or to get what I want. Some of you guys, it could be a very specific message. This could be maybe you wanting to have babies and this person doesn't want to. Something like that. Seven of Wands, Ace of Swords, and a Death. I feel like you also understand with the Seven of Wands, Ace of Swords, and a Death. It's almost like staying in the situation is just holding you back from some kind of breakthrough success, some kind of transformation, hierophant, some kind of elevation. And I feel like ultimately you've learned some kind of lesson here. Anything else for the Scorpios for next week? Anything? Ooh, anything else for the Scorpios? Ten of Swords. I guess we're going to keep getting the same energy. The Hermit, yeah. And the Hierophant, Taurus, Virgo energy. Some of you guys are ending a situation. 10 of Wands, you're releasing someone because you have grown from the situation. Chariot, you're trying to move on. Page of Cups. I feel like this person is still going to try to come back in your energy. Okay. Three of Swords. They're going to come back hurt. Six of Swords. They want to heal something with you, but you don't trust it. Yeah, the High Priestess, your intuition. There's going to be a mixed emotions next week, intuition versus fear. Okay. However, I do, hey, Tisha, hey, love. I do feel like you're also going to feel like you need to move away from this because this person knows how to manipulate you back into taking them back or in the same energy. Queen of Pentacles, this could be someone that you're married to or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. I feel like, again, you're closing out a cycle. This is something that you're consciously doing, even though it hurts. Yeah. Six of Cups, Five of Cups, and the Empress. Some of you guys have children with this person. Some of you guys may want to have children. Maybe this person doesn't want to. But again, there's some kind of sadness from removing yourself from the situation. You've created some kind of family or bond with this person. Okay. So now it's like you need to go from the Empress to the Queen of Swords. All right. Less nurturing, more logical. And you're cutting someone off. Yeah. You're separating yourself from someone that you felt you had some kind of restriction with. All right. All right, water signs. I will timestamp this. This is what I have for you. There were kind of quick messages for next week. Let's see how these, if you guys like, this kind of setup, instead of doing each individual sign, I'll continue doing it. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to keep your karma balanced. I'll see you guys probably next on maybe do air signs. You're welcome, my love. All right. I'll see you guys later.